stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, peoples. Saturday Bronco games tonight against the 49ers. I might watch it. Who knows? I'll wait till the 3-minute mark, per as usual. Just finished the. I need to call that. That's right. Just finished our first fentanyl awareness podcast. Yes. I think it turned out pretty well. It's a set of introductions and there's some things that, we just kind of talked. It turned out well. We're going to do some, we're going to be reaching a lot of people here soon. And remember how I was saying, for a little while there, I was saying, man, I just feel unsatisfied. I'm getting there now. It's like, okay, I'm getting it. I think those meds, I'm still a little dizzy, but I really think those meds were holding me back from being able to reach a lot of the feelings that used to be out of control. But now we're, I've come into agreement with these things now. So, all right. 3-minute. There's a 3-minute warning. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host today and for the foreseeable future. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It does help us to go up in the news feed. And if you feel like this video might help somebody else, please feel free to share it. Today, I'm going to be reading out of There Is a Solution from the Big Book. So if you'd like to follow along, please feel free to do so. Be on page 17. And I'm going to start at the beginning of the chapter. Just quick reminder for people that I do cover my own experience with this. If your experience is a little bit different, please feel free to post it. Even if it's the rewatch, please feel free to post it, man. Everybody needs to hear different experiences, and mine's not the only one. Okay. All right. Chapter 2. There is a solution. We of Alcoholics Anonymous. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Ingrid. Yay, and it did your name today. We of Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. Okay. What they're talking about is the first 100 people. And there was 100 people that wrote this book. Right? Granted, Bill did the actual writing, I believe. I'm not totally sure on that. but he did do a lot of the writing, right? But it was 100 people that came into agreement on the book, and that's the miracle of it. Also, this would be the first time um, in the 164 pages where they state recovered. Says nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. Right? I am a recovered alcoholic, meaning I get to use my brain again. That's it. So don't worry about that recovered too much. Okay. We are average Americans. All sections of this country and many of its occupations are represented, as well as many political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. We are people who would not normally mix. It's true, man. The friends I got today, I don't think would have been my friends when I was drinking. There would have been a lot of fights over who got the alcohol, probably, you know? I don't know. But I do know that when I go to a meeting, there's all sorts of people from everywhere. And that's the beauty of Alcoholics Anonymous. Because even those first 100 people were a mix of different types of people. Some were housewives, some were business people, some were black, some were white, some were male, some were female. There was just a lot of different differences. Okay, I'm sure I could have come up with better ones than that. But there exists among us a fellowship of friendliness and an understanding which is indescribably wonderful. We are like the passengers of a great liner the moment after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain's table. Unlike the feeling of our ship's passengers, however, our joy and escape from disaster does not subside when we go our individual ways. That's the difference between what we do in our meetings and what we do with each other as opposed to norming. See, in this case, these people they're all going to go their separate ways, probably never to talk again. Maybe there's some people that, okay, but in our case, what we get, we go out and give away. And therefore, what that does is that brings us back into the program. And it's a unity. We have a unity unlike any other thing out there. Our unity is all inclusive. Okay. Just so you know, if a newcomer comes in and asks if they're required to say that they're an alcoholic, the answer is no. They are not required to do that. Okay. It's a desire to stop drinking, not a willingness. Okay. Now, they do eventually need to get to that. But if they're not ready to call themselves an alcoholic yet, and they do, their brain will probably rebel. And considering their brain has no mental defenses yet, it's going to win. That's the unfortunate part about our disease. The brain will usually win until it's arrested. The feeling of having shared a common peril is one element in the powerful cement which binds us, but that in itself would never have held us together as we are now joined. And here is why. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. We have found a way which we can absolutely agree and upon which we can join in brotherly and harmonious action. This is the great news the book carries to those who suffer from alcoholism. Get two recovered alcoholics together, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They are. They'll be able to pretty much walk anywhere and get something done, something good, something beautiful. We alcoholics are very, very, very beautiful people. Okay. Just, alcohol tried to destroy us. because let's just say there's always an opposing force. And there again, you can call it whatever you want to. I don't like the word devil, so I say, the lower power of my understanding. Right? And an illness of this sort, and we have become to believe in an illness. I agree. It's an illness, not a disorder. A disorder is something different. I guess a disorder is a type of illness. I just don't want to be called something with a disorder. They didn't come ask us. Anyway. And we have come to believe it in his illness involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. If a person has cancer, all are sorry for him, no one is angry or hurt, but not so with the alcoholic illness. For with it there goes the annihilation of all things worthwhile in life. And that's the problem with alcohol. That's the problem. It destroys things, man. Alcohol is not good in any form for anyone. Right? Oh, a glass of wine every night will be... No, that wasn't true. It's not good for anybody. It was first created as a poison. Okay? All right. It brings misunderstanding, fierce resentment, financial insecurity, disgusted friends and employers, warped lives of blameless children, sad wives and parents. Anyone can increase the list. Do it. Wearing your trudging shirt too. You had a podcast this morning. So it was our first fentanyl awareness. We're taking off, man. We're take over the world. We take over the world, man. We hope this volume will inform and comfort those who are or may be affected. There are many. Okay? Let's not forget the families. Okay? Let's not forget the kids. Okay? The whole fentanyl awareness and everything else, it's about our children. Okay? It's about our kids. For me, it's about my grandkids. My kids are old enough to understand this stuff now. Okay? But I have 5 little grandchildren that I want to protect. So, all right. Highly competent psychiatrists who have dealt with us found it sometimes impossible to persuade an alcoholic to discuss his situation without reserve. Strangely enough, wives, parents, and intimate friends usually find us even more unapproachable than do the psychiatrist and doctor. We all, and we know why, but let's talk about it anyway. Why is that? Because they all want something from us. See, we don't know how to put our lives on a give and take basis. We haven't figured that out. That's part of our illness. We can't see it. We can't see it. That's the thing. Okay? There's that Dr. Heckle, or Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Dr. Heckle, Mr. Jide. Ever since I came off these meds, my dyslexia it's made it interesting. And it's always because they want something from us, even if that means quitting drinking. Okay. Not only that, and every human being does this until they recognize it and change it. When we are upset, we will take it out on the people we love the most first. We do that because we have abandonment issues and we know they won't leave us. But you best be careful because sometimes they do leave. Okay? But the ex-problem drinker who has found this solution, who is properly armed with facts about himself, can generally win the entire confidence of another alcoholic in a few hours. Until such an understanding is reached, little or nothing can be accomplished. And we all agree on that. We do, all right? Even the rest of the world, the psychiatrists, the doctors, everybody says, yeah, it's an alcoholic working with another alcoholic. So why the fuck aren't we doing that? Why are we not doing that? Okay. So be the solution. Be a walking, talking solution, man. You're going to irritate some people. You're going to irritate the fuck out. Why are you always so positive? I'm not always positive. In fact, you're pissing me off right now, jerkwad. No, it isn't about being positive. It's just about doing the right thing. It's about going out, because I spent a very big portion of my life causing discord, causing confusion and manipulation and drama. And I'm not that person anymore. Now I get to stand up and say, no, that's not how we do it. The instructions are clear. They're very simple. They're straightforward. Most of this is. Okay. Therapy can get, okay. But when it comes to recovery, if it's not simple, it's not recovery. It's ego. That's a great way to figure. It's what I do. And that sounds a little complicated, Dion. That must be your idea. See? Or when, here's a great way to do it. Let's say you come up with an idea, you explain it to somebody, they go, what? Too complicated. No good. No good. Most things in life are simple. Okay? See, with what we do here, it's about instant it's in a way, it's instant gratification. See, I know that if you have to click more than 2 times, you may not come to my video. It's things like that, right? So, all righty. That's what I got for today. 12:46. Yay, still got a good chunk of the day. Woo, woo. You do the same. Thank you. I love you all. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.